All right. So today I'm going to share with you how to make sure that the intimacy in my marriage keeps on getting better. And it's not so difficult. It's something simple, but it's not so complex. I would say it takes a little bit of practice, but it's not so complex. So I'm going to share that with you today. Yeah, so welcome to day number 4 of War Against Divorce. The goal of this series is to make sure that if you put to practice some of the things that we've been sharing, there will be no divorce in your marriage. And we can put an end to the struggle, the separation, the pain that you're feeling. All right, so let's get to it. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, you are welcome to do so. And you will get really valuable videos which I bring out every week. There's a new video on this channel every weekday. So what's the problem that we're trying to solve today? Number 1, we're talking about the 3 core things that make a marriage great. 3 core things. The first one is freedom to communicate without the fear of being attacked, without the fear of being ridiculed, without the fear of being looked down upon in your home. That is a beautiful space. If you can create that, that's the first step, the best foundation for any marriage. The next thing that you must have in your marriage, if you want it to work, is a marriage where you are united on all fronts and you are pursuing one goal together. We talked about that. How to get them, we talked about them extensively. Day 1, day 2, day 3. So please don't skip those videos. And if you're watching this, it's going to bless you, but go back and watch the other 3. All right. And today we're talking about the third component of any good marriage is connection, spiritual and body, which of course translates to great sexual intimacy. And if you have those 3, the marriage is excellent. And any marriage that has these 3, they're going to be good. They may have different ways that it express different textures, flavors around it. All of those things just make it better. The core is important. All right. So today we're talking about that last portion, and I'm going to talk about it in a way that I learned to do so. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pretend as if I'm answering your question, and I believe that it will touch you, it will help you. So this training, I'm not going to present it like a training, like a regular training. I'm going to present it like an answer to a question. So you discover that the intimacy level in your marriage is dropping. You're reaching out, you're connecting with your wife for sexual intimacy, and she's not responding. And it's already 1 month or 2 months, and you are each time she's just giving you excuses. Nothing is happening, and you notice that this has been happening. So maybe 2-3 months, eventually she caves, and then you know that it's another 2 or 3 months, and you're getting to the point where you are about to give up. You don't feel like asking anymore because it doesn't feel good to be rejected. So I'm going to read 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and read from verse 3. Now concerning the things which I wrote to you, which you wrote to me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, because of sexual immorality, let each man have his own wife, and let each woman have her own husband. Let the husband render to his wife the affection due to her, and likewise also the wife to her husband. The wife does not have authority over her own body, but the husband does. And likewise, the husband does not have authority over his own body, but the wife does. Do not deprive one another except with consent for a time, that you may give yourself to fasting and prayer, come together again, so that Satan does not tempt you because of your lack of self-control. I say this as a concession, not as a commandment. Now, listen to me. A lot of men have taken the scriptures and have sat down with them and discussed, and they're so angry that what does she mean? She's just breaking the scriptures. The Bible says that her body belongs to me and she should not deprive me. Right? They say that, and because of that anger, it makes the situation worse. Now, how do you build emotional connection? Right? How do you build emotional connection? I'll give you just one. There are many other points, but I'll give you the most important point. Listen to her. Observe her. Learn her. That's it. Learn what you've got. Learn what you've got. A lot of times, a lot of people, they fail to repair their marriage because there's this picture of a marriage that you have. I've been there. The only reason why I can tell you all these things is because I've been there. You have this picture of what you want your marriage to be, and you're trying to force your spouse into that. That's foolishness. Well, that's foolishness to me. That's how I was foolish. The best to do is to discover who your wife is and enjoy her. Right? So observe, listen. So that's what I'll start working on. I'll work on the emotions. I'll work on listening to her. So when I come back from work, I'll just sit down, put away every other distraction. Is it worth the effort? Yes. It's worth it. It's worth not continue to work after you get home. It's worth leaving your pet project for a week. Leave everything and just watch her. Listen to her. Check out. Ask yourself, what's her pain? What's she struggling with? What's she thinking about? What movies is she watching now? What are the things that are bothering her? It is from that point that you begin to connect. Listening. That's the. If I can tell you anything throughout all of this, is to listen to your wife and observe. Not just listen. When I share these things, I've seen lazy people. They're lazy, so they go ahead and start asking all the questions. No, I'm not asking you to. I'm not saying ask questions. Observe. Observe means keep quiet and watch. Watch what your wife likes. Watch what your husband likes. Connect emotionally. Now, no matter how much you connect emotionally and spiritually, people have different levels of desire for sexual intimacy. It's never the same. Some are higher, some are lower. Some people say men want it more than women. I don't believe so. I think they want it equal. They are equal. Sometimes like in most marriages, in my own experience, as I've connected with men and women, I've discovered that women want it more than men sometimes. Men want it more than women sometimes. Some people are closer to each other. Some are very far from each other. And all of this can work. If you have great communication, all of it will work. In my own case, I've just learned that once we're connected spiritually, we're connected emotionally, there's nothing that is troubling her that I'm not aware of, and I'm making time for her. She's so much in a different space. I'm able to step up and help. So once you do that, you connect emotionally, then you learn the 5 love languages. Find out her love language and use it often. Give yourself 1 month time to fix this, to reset your intimacy clock, so to say. Don't rush. A lot of times the reason why it seems as if it's not working is because after a few days, some people are just frustrated. I've been listening to her for 3 days. Nothing's changing. I don't want this anymore. You are just going to mess up all the things that you've done. If you can be patient, you start with spiritual intimacy, connection, and you follow it by emotional connection. Just listen to her, just watch her, don't observe her. Find out what she likes to do it with her. So if I was the one, I'll come back from work and whatever she's doing, I just join her. I don't ask. There's nothing like, would you like me to join you in the kitchen? No, just join. Just start looking for something to do. Don't even ask, can I do this? Can I do this? Look at what needs to be done and start to do. And once you start, you can then say, can I do that? And all the time, put your eyes on your wife. No matter how difficult it is, put your wife on your wife. Your eyes on your wife. But if you are watching this and you want help to apply things to your life, you want to see how it does, how it looks, even if you're not going to get the help, but you just want to see how these things will apply to your marriage, to your life, then you can have a 15-minute chat with me. adesobanja.com/chat. Let's put it up on the screen for you to see. adesobanja.com/chat. It's also in the description of this video. And I look forward to really helping you transform your marriage. It's my passion. The reason why I do this, it's not just for your marriage. The reason why I do this is because I want you to be a person who is fulfilled as a believer, are full of God's love, and you are dispensing it to everywhere. And you and your wife and your children together, you're doing God's work. You're disciples of Jesus. That's my passion. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm doing this. And I pray that you will be that because you would apply God's love to your marriage. 3 things will make your marriage strong. Communication. You can speak freely, she can speak freely, and both of you do not blame each other, do not judge each other. You can share whatever is in your heart, vulnerable, and feel safe. Naked and not ashamed. If you can do that, your marriage is on the way to being perfect, beautiful, not perfect, great. Next thing, you are aiming towards the same direction, working together in ministry. Like me, I work with my wife in ministry, work with her in her business, she works with me in my business. We have real estate together. All of these things we do together. We enjoy doing these things together. We work from home together and we're never tired of it. Yes? Why? Because we have one goal. We're going in one direction. Do we have different ideas? Yes. Do we always agree on everything? Of course not. Are there things that she wants to spend money on and I think, no, we don't need to? Of course, yes. Are there things that I want to spend money on and she thinks that's a waste? Of course, yes. Yes, but in general, we're all moving in the same direction, and when we don't agree, we wait. So, unity. The last part is connection, spiritual and body. If you have these 3 things, your marriage will be great. If you want to have a great marriage, you can have a great marriage. God designed every marriage to be great. God never called anyone to be in a messed up marriage. Yes? I wanted to encourage you. Get the word of God straight in your heart, and you can have the same way that God has used books to teach me and to train me to be where I am. I can help you shortcut that process. It's so that you don't make as many mistakes as I made. You are on your way. In fact, the fact that you're watching me and you're listening to this is because you're already on your way to a great marriage. Yes, you can have much better than I have, because I had to learn by myself. You have a coach with you. It's going to be a great time. So don't hesitate to go to adesobanjo.com/chat and book that call. And we can look at your marriage, see how we can implement these 3 steps into your marriage, and you can have a great marriage. All right. May the Lord bless you, keep you. And until I meet you again tomorrow, continue to love like Jesus and make what? Mega impact. Bye for now.